Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video we're going through the Swans best 23 in my opinion, including the 18 on field, 4 on the bench and the 1 sub, which is most likely in the next, if it isn't for the 2024, it will be probably 2025, which they make the sub into just a normal interchange, which will make it 5 flat on the bench. Like we've seen that progressively upgrading from a sub to a medical sub, from a sub to a full player, to a medical sub to a sub, and now most likely another player over the last 10 or so years that it has occurred. But anyway, before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, I have all of the Swans sort of in their general positions. If I just go like that and make that a little bit bigger and get rid of that update because we don't need it. And I'm pretty sure I have all the Swans recruits in Hamling, Snell, no one in the general defenders. Then we have James Jordan on the wing, Adams, Cleary, Kirk, Will Green and Brodie Grundy, and then also we had no one up here except for Sam Reid getting redone, and I would sort of view Kirk as maybe a half forward as well, and Corey Wagner as potentially a winger as well. I think that is better suited, so we'll do that anyway, and we'll get rid of Corey Warner there anyway. So if you come to the best 23, and I think the best place to start, if I have it here, is what was the key position players, like how did they run, because some teams run 3 on field, some teams run 2, etc. So if we look here at the Swans, you'll see they ran Rampy, McCartan, and that was it for that game against Melbourne. And then I'll also do, if it will allow me, go back to their first finals week as well and see what they ran there with lineups here. If we go here, you got Melican, McCartan, Rampy, so they seem to like the three tools. So that is something that I'll take. I'm not going to bring in 4, but I'm going to use 3 key defenders and across the bench and potentially on field. And then in the forward line, they like to go Amati, McDonald, and usually there's another one. But as you can see, McLean was on the bench. So it's usually 3-3 and then the ruckman as well. And included in the key forwards are usually a McLean, which can do the ruck work. Anyway, so if we go back to here. So if we know we need 3 key defenders, if I just put it up here, and then 3 key forwards, it sort of makes it a little bit easier to understand how this is going to play out. So if we first go with the key defenders here, you'll see I don't really think that Will Edwards will get a game. Tom McCartan will actually, so we can actually just do it like this. So Tom McCartan, we'll just take them out here. So Tom McCartan will go here, and look, there'll be some people that are like, oh, you got to put them in their right, completely right positions. But if you know the general positions, like if they're just in the back line, etc., I don't really think you need to be like they're going to play fullback, the full forward pocket or whatever, etc. They're a key defender. They're going to match up on their key defender, key forward wherever they go in the ground. If the Swans, and this is probably the hardest part of this initial section with the Swans, is here we go. Let me just put Dane Rampy. I'll just put him in somewhere here. Because you got Dane Rampy and you got Tom McCartan who will make the team, etc. And then it's basically a battle between Hamling and Melican for that third tall spot. And I think they will go with Hamling, to be honest. I don't think Melican will start. And I think Hamling will just join in here. I'll put him on field because we can just stack the interchange with those smaller guys. So that pretty much rounds out the key defenders. Then we go to the general defenders, and we got Florent will make the team off the halfback. Blakey will make the team off the halfback. And then you've got Lloyd most likely making the team as well there. And then you've got probably Harry Cunningham as well on the bench, who can't really be left out. But that'll be one that we'll look back on in a second when it all gets I get through the rest of them. But I think he will make the interchange, to be honest with you. But it is one that is more, he's the sort of last general defender that will probably make it into the side. Wingman, you got Goulden. And here's another one of the tough decisions as well, is, if I will, let me get rid of Goulden, is who's going to partner Goulden on the other wing, because I don't think another wingman gets in, because you've got, well, I'll do a side that includes Mills, our best 23, and then I'll probably just do a side that doesn't include Mills, just to show what's most likely going to happen round one. But if we go through here at the moment and we were to pick a winger, I would think it would be McInerney, to be honest with you, because I think we saw some form at the latter half of the year, but I think his spot is in really danger because you've got Jordan and you've got Campbell as well. And I think one thing you will see actually could happen is Campbell on the bench. Oh, stop with the updates, man. Is Campbell here, and I'll update it later once this video is finished. And then I think you'll see potentially, we'll just put at the moment McInerney here, but I think McInerney's in real danger of falling out of the side just because you've got James Jordan, you've got Matty Roberts, and potentially even Corey Warner. You've got such a deep list there that I think he could easily fall out. Now you've got Chad Warner here. I don't really care where he is positioned there. Then you'll put Rowbottom as well, potentially on the bench actually. And then you've got Mills as well, and I think he'll go in there. And then you've got also Taylor Adams in here as well. And then you've also got Luke Parker to fit in as well, who we'll get to in a second, because I think there may be a little cheeky play by the Swans to maneuver him around a little bit. So we'll just put him in yellow as players to consider, and we'll put these guys in yellow as well. Rowbottom won't be in yellow actually. He'll be playing, and most likely off the bench. So I don't need to put him in yellow. And then you've also got, I don't think there'll be any other wingmen here, and we'll put Lewis Melican we already cancelled out because we had Joe Hamling. So next up we have the Rucks, and this is one of the most obvious selections there, and I don't believe we will see Laddams, Green or McAndrew playing unless there is other injuries. Then we go here, and this is a pretty easy selection, not gonna lie, these next guys here, and we'll just do it in this order, and I will move Heaney around a little bit just so that you get some sense of what it's going to be like. It does mean that with fully fit players, that I believe that that the likes of Sammy Wicks will probably miss out, and that's because I think you're gonna see this is going to be the play here, and I do think that Luke Parker is going to be the one that slots into the Swans playing side. If I just fix this up, there we go. Hopefully that, of course it doesn't work, but I can't be bothered to get rid of all the formatting, etc. unless this is there we go. That should be better. There you go. Fixed it. So then it leaves two key forwards, and it's pretty obvious who the key forward is going to be. It's going to be McDonald and McLean. It doesn't really matter, in my opinion, which way you put them on a team sheet. They're still going to play the same position. They're both going to know which one wants to lead up, which one wants to hang back, and which it'll probably actually, if you really wanted to be pedantic, would be Logan McDonald as the half forward and Hayden McLean as the full forward. But that's not what we're really after. And that leaves one extra player on the bench, and you could go extremely tall. I mean, that's actually not that extremely tall off the bench in having Cunningham, McInerney, Rowbottom, and Amati, as I just do this one, so that and we make this a little bit bigger for Rowbottom's sake. So there's that, and then you have the fifth player, who is going to be the sub, in my opinion, with best available. And the thing is, it probably falls to Sheldrick as well, still. He just cannot seem to crack the rotation, it seems like, just because of Taylor Adams coming in. So if this was, and if I just go here, best 23, that would be, I think, the Swans' best 23. it does mean that Buller and Reed and these guys sort of miss out. And if you were to do another best 23 or so for the next side, even though it wouldn't add up properly, you'd get a pretty strong team in the sense of if I just do this, paste special, transpose, you'd have that. You'd have Francis as well. If I just probably put Francis as a half forward here, just going through this quickly, you'd have four key backs in the side, and Francis probably as a key forward, as well as, you'd be very, very tall actually now looking at it here with Laddams, McAndrew and Green, and then you'd have very little, you'd actually have very little midfielders, to be honest with you. Those are the midfielders that I see at the moment, and if I just put them sort of in this position here, it didn't want to paste. It didn't want to paste for some reason. Let's just do that and just see. Are you going to transpose? Nope, doesn't want to paste you. Anyway, so that pretty much is the best 23. And if I was to then make some maneuvering around for if Mills was injured, it would obviously be Mills out. Then I would probably do something or other like this, and I think that you would see Sam Wicks probably come into the fold here, which does mean that Sheldrick probably isn't going to get a game if everyone is fit, but you seem to see that no one is ever completely fit. And I could also see something like this as well. If I go like this, get rid of that, get rid of this and that. And that would leave us a little bit short on the wings, but you could also see someone like a Warner or someone like that move out to the wing, or a Parker. Someone easily could move out to the wing. Wing is one of the easiest positions probably to fill. Even the likes of a Florent or someone like that could move out to the wing there to make the best 23 if Mills wasn't there. But that's the general approach with the best 23, and it sort of shows what the future is like for the Swans. If I get rid of, we obviously see all the young guns here, but if I was to get rid of Reed and Laddams, because I don't think he'll be there in a little while, and then probably Robbie Fox because he's 30, Francis, and that's pretty much what the young and upcoming Swans look like. And this is very similar to something I have over here, which this actually doesn't include the new guys in Cleary, Kirk, Snell, and also Green. So that doesn't include all of them in this, but sort of shows the based on ability. And I mean, I was a little bit cheap with Brody Grundy, who probably should be a... that's not the right colour. This one, is it? That's neither the right colour anyway. So yeah, I'll figure out what colour this actually is and how that worked again. But yeah, you can sort of see how I've generally based this one list off of. And hopefully across the rest of the offseason, especially when they get the draft in for a lot of these other guys, like all their info in for their off seasons, I'll be able to do something similar with correspondent with other teams and see how they sort of rank their players based on ability and age, and then we can sort of get a best 23 for everyone. But that is my general take on the best 23 for the Swans. Don't need this anymore. That was a failed attempt at that. Yeah, you sort of see that there is a best sort of 20. There's a lock of about 20 guys, and then there's about 6 guys that need to be filled with 3 spots with about 6 guys. So it's going to be very, very awkward probably for I guess Longmire and what he's going to select, especially probably with Campbell's probably going to be one of the main guys that that is a horrific colour. One of the main guys that could flip. Also Parker as well, who could flip. And then you've also got what is he going to do with Sam Wicks, McInerney and McInerney and Sheldrick, etc. and etc. But that was just a horrific that was a horrific colour fill there. But anyway, that's pretty much sums up what the Swans are probably going to do. We'll see how they go in preseason training, but that is the very, very early 2024, best 23 for the Swans. So that pretty much is the video wrapped up there for Sydney and their best 23. And I'll see you guys probably back to some BBL content with regards to that, as I don't really see there being much more AFL content to cover in the new year, this year, because we've already gone through the draft, etc. I've done my review of that. But anyway, that's the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.